Okay, good evening. I'll call the meeting to order, and I'll call for the adoption of the agenda of the 75th meeting.
So moved.
It's been moved by Councillor Dyson Edmonds, seconded by
Moved by
I'll
Captain
second.
Hobbs.
Councillor Compton Hobbs. All in favour of the motion?
Aye.
Aye.
Carried unanimous. We have one item on the agenda tonight is our town budget. And I would ask Councillor Bakey, who is Chair of the Finance Committee, to do the honours, please.
Thank you, Your Worship. Your Worship, Mayor Anderson, Deputy Mayor Prumbrine, Councillor Dyson Edmonds, Compton Hobbs, and Cran, ladies and gentlemen. As Chair of the Finance Administration Policy Committee, it gives me great pleasure to present to you the Town of Valley-Goose Bay 2021 budget. During the 2021 municipal budget process, Council dealt with the challenge of balancing our fiscal realities with varying priorities and projects for the municipality during a global pandemic. Even amidst the challenges faced with COVID-19, Council has maintained a fiscally responsible and strategic approach. Like all municipalities in the province, COVID-19 has had a financial impact on the town of Valley-Goose Bay. The town's response and mitigation enhanced cleaning protocols of town facilities indoors and outdoors have created challenges. There were increased costs related to the purchasing of additional PPE and cleaning supplies. In 2020, Council saw revenue losses from municipal landfill tipping fees and recreational facilities. These losses in revenue streams had a significant impact. The town expects a similar trend for 2021 and has prepared for that. 23 businesses were approved for relief under the town's COVID-19 business tax relief program with a total cost of over $18,000. Council appreciates the community participation in 2021 pre-budget consultation. Community input into essential processes such as the municipal budget is vital in determining community needs and future growth that our residents expect. During the pre-budget public consultation process, we heard from the concerned residents and community groups and organizations. The 2021 budget is well-rounded with community priorities based on feedback received and strategic infrastructure investments for our town's future. Council is confident the strategic investments outlined will contribute to future growth and development of the town of Valley-Goose Bay. We have made investments in new hires such as 1 permanent full-time fire protection officer, 3 permanent seasonal heavy equipment operators, 4 temporary seasonal positions in public works. We continue with investments in water and sewer projects such as pump house upgrades, water line upgrades, and sewage lift station upgrades. Town contribution is $832,000. The fleet replacement continuing with 1 new vehicle for 2021. There will be investments in new or upgraded equipment for various departments. The town will continue its partnership with Healthy Waters Labrador to fulfill its commitment to environmental stewardship in the Birch Island Conservation Area. Council and Healthy Waters Labrador aim to promote healthy and active living by continuing to maintain the boardwalk. This year's budget is balanced at $14,688,624.40. This figure includes planned multi-year capital works and other project cost share with the province and government of Canada. Your Worship, we will continue to provide tax relief to low-income property owners, and I'm pleased to say we have increased the income threshold by 2%. There will be no increase in mill rates for residential or commercial property tax. The business tax mill rates, minimum vacant commercial property tax, and water and sewer rates will remain constant for 2021. I do want to highlight a couple of items. The town transportation study will look at residents' accessibility needs with an intense focus on a much-needed transport. The second item is the Central Labrador YMCA Labrador Wellness Center, construction of which began in spring 2019 and is nearly complete. The new $30 million Central Labrador YMCA is on track for a spring 2021 opening. In conclusion, Your Worship, I would like to thank council and staff for their hard work in putting out a fiscally responsible budget for 2021. I would like to acknowledge our residents for their contributions and suggestions during the budget consultation process, through emails, telephone calls, and in person. Given the challenges that this town has faced during this COVID-19 global pandemic, I'm pleased to say that this 2021 budget continues to be a fiscally conservative budget, Your Worship, one that will allow us to meet our strategic objectives while at the same time continuing to provide quality service to our residents. As municipal budgets are subject to approval by the Department of Municipal Affairs and Environment, no further details will be released until the town has received written confirmation from the department that the budget has been accepted. Town expects to receive this confirmation in January 2021 and will prepare additional and more detailed media release at that time. Thank you.
Okay, just for the interest, the mayor is unable to speak at the moment, so I'll step in and take over right now and call for any discussion on your budget speech. Any councillors have any discussions? Do we need a seconder? Do we need a seconder for the speech?
Oh, it's the speech. I thought you passed her budget.
No,
So I
it's just
move that this budget speech be accepted by the council.
a speech, yeah.
I'll second that.
Okay, it's been moved by Councillor Compton Hobbs, seconded by Councillor Dyson Edmonds.
Move.
I'm sorry. Okay, it's been moved by Councillor Bakey, seconded by Councillor Compton Hobbs. All in favour?
Aye.
Carried. Okay, you want to begin
The recommendations?
recommendation, sure.
Okay, the motion for FA 2021-0101, be it resolved that Town Council, Town of Valley-Goose Bay, approve and adopt the 2021 municipal budget for the Town of Valley-Goose Bay as per Section 77 of the Municipalities Act 1999, with total revenues of $14,688,624.40 and total expenditures of $14,688,624.40.
Okay, the motion has been put forward by Councillor Bakey.
I'll
Go
second
ahead.
that.
Seconded by Councillor Compton Hobbs. Any discussion? All in favour?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, carried, unanimous. We'll move on to the next one, motion FA 2021/01/02, and Councillor Compton Hobbs.
So this is the property tax motion FA 2021-01-02. Be it resolved that pursuant to section 112 of the Municipalities Act 1999, the Town Council of the Town of Happy Valley Goose Bay approve one uniform property tax residential mill rate of 6.75 mils, property tax commercial rate of 11.00 mils, and a minimum non-vacant property tax rate of $50 as set out on the policy, in the Policy and Procedures Manual titled Taxes and Rates, policy number F0001, as the property tax for 2021.
I'll second that.
It's been moved by Councillor Compton Hobbs, seconded by Councillor Dyson Edmonds. Are there any discussion on the motion put forward?
Just one comment, Your Worship, just very pleased that we were able to maintain our hold on taxes this year, no tax increases, as Councillor Bakey indicated in her budget presentation speech. And I think that's, given what we've gone through this year and as a community and as a town, I think that that's very good news for the whole community, that we managed to hold our own.
I think it speaks volumes with our new wellness center opening up later this spring, and I'm sure the people are listening are very happy.
Are think too that, council can take, I think a lot of pride that, we've gone through COVID-19. We've seen revenues drop, in our sporting facilities. The cost of doing work, with, our employees was, challenging. The part of having to, have people clean on a regular basis a lot of our equipment and buildings. Certainly goes to show that we've held the line, and certainly without any doubt that our DFO, Nadine McCauley, who I'll say with the greatest of sincerity that I think any provincial government would love to have her as a financial advisor in their government, but because it's been a difficult year, and we've done well. Are there any further comments on the motion put forward? There being none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Carried, unanimous. Councillor Dyson Edmonds.
Motion FA 2021, be it resolved that pursuant to section 112 of the Municipalities Act 1999, the Town Council of Happy Valley-Goose Bay approve the minimum vacant commercial property tax of $3,750 as set out in the Policy and Procedures Manual titled Taxes and Rates, policy number F0001, as the property tax for 2021.
It's been moved by Councillor Dyson Edmonds, seconded by Councillor Bakey. Are there any discussions or questions on the motion put forward? There being none, all in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Again, carried unanimous. Councillor Cram.
Motion number FA 2021-01-04, water and sewer rates. Be it resolved that pursuant to section 130 of the Municipalities Act 1999, the Town Council of Happy Valley-Goose Bay approve the sewer tax rate of $300 per year and the water tax rate of $235 per year as set out in Policy and Procedures Manual titled Taxes and Rates, policy number F0001, and water and sewer rates, policy number F0008, as the water and sewer rates for 2021.
I'll second that.
It's been moved by Councillor Cran, seconded by Councillor Pomeroy. Are there any discussion on the motion put forward? Excuse me. There being none, all in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Aye, carried unanimous. Deputy Mayor Pomeroy.
Thank you, Your Worship. Be it resolved that pursuant to Section 130 of the Municipalities Act 1999, the Town Council of the Town of Happy Valley-Goose Bay approve and adopt the water metered rate of $3.50 per 1,000 gallons of water consumed, and the metered sewer rate, tax rate at $2 per 1,000 gallons of water consumed for clients using water meters as set out in the Policy Procedures Manual titled Taxes and Rates, policy number F0001, and water and sewer rates, policy number F0008, as the water meter rates and sewer meter rates for 2021.
I'll second that.
It's been moved by Deputy Mayor Pomeroy, seconded by Councillor Dyson Edmonds. Are there any questions on the motion put forward? There being none, all in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Aye, carried unanimous. We'll move on to Councillor Bakey.
Business tax motion number FA 2021-0106, be resolved that pursuant to section 120 of the Municipalities Act 1999, Town Council of the Town of Happy Valley-Goose Bay approve and adopt a business tax rate as set out in the Policy and Procedure Manual titled Taxes and Rates, policy number F0001 as the business tax rate and utility tax rate for 2021.
I'll second that.
It's been moved by Councillor Bakey, seconded by Councillor Cran. Is there any discussions or comments on the motion put forward? There being none, all in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Aye, carried unanimous. Councillor Compton Hobbs.
Town fees for services and equipment rental, motion FA 2021-01-07. Be it resolved, the Town Council of the Town of Happy Valley Goose Bay approve and adopt the arena fees set out in the Policy and Procedures Manual titled Arena Fees, policy number F0002 for 2021.
I second that.
It's been moved by Councillor Compton Hobbs, seconded by Councillor Dyson Edmonds. Are there any comments or questions on the motion put forward? There being none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, carried unanimous. Councillor Dyson Edmonds.
Motion FA 2021-01-08. Be it resolved that the Town Council of Happy Valley Goose Bay approve and adopt the ball field rental rates as set out in Policy and Procedures Manual titled Ball Field Rental Rates, policy number F0003 for 2021.
I'll second that.
It's been moved by Councillor Dyson Edmonds, seconded by Councillor Compton Hobbs. Is there any questions or comments on the motion put forward? There being none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, carried unanimous. Councillor Cran.
Miscellaneous rates, motion number FA 2021-01-09. Be it resolved that the Town Council of Happy Valley Goose Bay approve and adopt the miscellaneous rates set out in the Policy and Procedures Manual titled Miscellaneous Rates, policy number F0005 for 2021.
It's
I
been
second
moved
that.
by Councillor Cran, seconded by Councillor Dyson Edmonds. Are there any comments or questions on the motion put forward? There being none, all in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Carried unanimous.
Motion.
Deputy Mayor.
Motion number FA 2021-01-10. Be it resolved that the Town Council of the Town of Happy Valley Goose Bay approve and adopt the municipal rates, equipment rates set out in the Policy and Procedures Manual titled Municipal Rates, Equipment Rates, policy number F0006 for 2021.
It's moved by Deputy Mayor Pomeroy, seconded by
I'll second that.
Councillor Cran. Are there any comments or questions on the motion put forward? There being none, all in favor?
Aye.
Carried unanimous. We'll move on to Councillor Bakey.
Motion number FA 2021-01-11. Be it resolved that Town Council and Town of Happy Valley Goose Bay approve and adopt the Animal Control Service rates set out in the Policy and Procedures Manual titled Costs of Animal Control Services, policy number F0007 for 2021.
I second that.
It's been moved by Councillor Bakey, seconded by Councillor Dyson Edmonds. Are there any questions or comments on the motion put forward?
I think we should mention in this policy, this is where we agreed to eliminate the first initial tagging for a dog. Am I saying that correct, Nadine, if you don't mind clarifying that? We agreed to initially remove the $20 fee for a tag.
Rich.
Yes, Counselor, that is correct. For the first-time registered animal, then there's no charge for that tag.
So that's good news, and I'm sure the people in the community that own pets and the organization SPCA will be happy to hear this news, and it's good for all of us to put this in place.
We are on a roll. Are there any further comments or questions? Good news. There being no further comments, all in favor of the motion put forward?
Aye.
Carried unanimous. Councillor Dyson Edmonds.
No,
Compton.
Compton.
I'm sorry.
Property tax, residential and business tax exemption, motion number FA 2021-01-12. Be it resolved that the Town Council of the Town of Happy Valley Goose Bay approve and adopt the property tax low-income relief policy, business and property tax nonprofit organizations and groups exemption policy, doctors' property tax exemption, and young entrepreneurs business application and business tax exemption as set out in the policy and procedures manual titled Property Tax Residential and Business Tax Exemption, policy number F0009.
I'll second that.
It's been moved by Councillor Compton Hobbs, seconded by Councillor Dyson. Edmonds, are there any questions or comments on the motion put forward?
Just to point out that the property tax low-income relief policy has proven to be quite popular with reaching a lot of families, and we're getting a lot of positive feedback about that, so it's good to see.
Just to add, Your Worship, and this is that one that the low-income discount tax relief was something that was implemented by the 11th Council, and if people will recall, it was a hard issue to implement, and certainly it's been welcomed throughout the community now. And the changes that we're making, as Councillor Bakey alluded to in her opening remarks, was to increase the thresholds by 2%, and that would take the thresholds from 25,300 at the low end and increasing to 25,806. So it's a small increase in the thresholds, but hopefully that will capture more people, especially in light of the trying times that we're in. The high end of that, of course, would go from 46,750 up to 47,685. So under this adopt this new policy, anybody making under household income under $47,685 will now see a property tax discount.
Yeah, and just to add to that, 56 people availed it 100%, so it's certainly working in the community, and I'm sure people appreciate it, you know, that are on the low income end, and for us to increase it by 2% is a help to these families, so it's good to see.
I don't think you will find any other municipality in the Atlantic Canada that provides the tax breaks to residents the way that this council, or the town council of Happy Valley-Goose Bay does. And I know when it started that with the previous council that it was uproar, and I was one of the people who came in and presented. But certainly, I guess as the old saying goes, between the jigs and drills, when you figure it all out, that I'll say it again, that I don't think you will find any other municipality in Atlantic Canada that provides the tax breaks to the residents of the town as the town of Happy Valley-Goose Bay does. Are there any further questions? There being none, all in favor of the motion put forward?
Aye.
Aye, carried, unanimous.
Recreation property tax rebate policy, motion FA 2021-01-13. Be it resolved that the town council of the Happy Valley-Goose Bay area approve and adopt the recreational property tax rebate policy as set out in the policy and procedures manual titled Recreational Property Tax Rebate Policy, policy number F0010.
I'll second it.
It's been moved by Councillor Dyson Edmonds, seconded by Councillor Pomeroy. Are there any questions on the motion put forward? There being none, all in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Carried. So I guess that only leaves us the what?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn, Jack.
Motion to adjourn.
Does anyone, before I do that,
I would like to say,
just in light of you know, the difficulty that COVID-19 has caused, and you know, municipalities had to face I would invite, you know, like, we brought in a budget with no tax increases, and it speaks for our council and for our staff, and I would ask any council who wanted to say a few words on the budget, then you're more than welcome to do so.
Mayor, I'd like to say, I'm pleased with the budget, and, like you said, COVID it's been a rough year. We lost revenue in different areas, but, I'm pleased that there's no increase in taxes, and, like I said earlier, especially with a state-of-the-art building that's gonna be opening in the spring, with no property tax increase, that's a great, budget to pass here today, and I'm pleased with it. And I'd also like to thank, the financial department, especially Nadine, cause I seen her here day in, day out, day in, day out. I can't even venture how many hours she put in the last month. And, without her, and I must say, you gotta give credit where credit's due. We came into the meetings and, she was very, very well organized, very impressive. So I'd like to say hats off to Nadine and her staff, and, excellent job, Nadine.
Councillor Palmright?
Yeah, I'd like to echo the same comments. I think that as a group, as a council, we held our own, like I said earlier, and during the whole budgeting process, I think we worked very well together. We understand and we understood the challenges that are before us. Here we are in the middle of a pandemic, and it will continue on into 2021 and maybe another year before we see a vaccine reach our part of the country. But we've stuck it together. It's a very responsible budget. There's no major increases in spending, and there's certainly no cuts. And we were able to do that, and I know that we may have our critics out there, as Councillor Compton Hobbs noted, in terms of the wellness centre and the cost to the town, but very, very pleased that we were able to pass this budget without any tax increases. And we actually set aside money to make sure that there's no issues with running the wellness centre this year in light of COVID. And hopefully next year, whatever council delivers the next budget, you know, what we've done this year will certainly pay dividends down the road, and I'm very comfortable and very pleased to know that the town is in very good financial shape. Did we get everything we wanted? Of course not, but we managed to pull our own, and we're going to continue on building the community, and there's a lot of good things that are going to happen in 2021, hopefully. And with that, Your Worship, that's about what I got to say. Just very pleased with how everything transpired over the last few months.
Councillor Dyson Edmonds.
Thank you, Mayor. Yeah, in light of the pandemic, of course, we've all been faced with some financial struggles for sure, but to implement the tax relief because of COVID, what Nadine and her department has done has been amazing. Got a lot of positive feedback, but I really want to highlight again the issue with the transportation study and the huge need. I mean, there's something that's been talked about for years in the community about a need for some type of a public transportation program here, and to know that the work is being put in to offset that with Brenna and her department. I think that's going to be great for the community, and I'm looking forward to having that roll out.
Councillor Bakey.
I just wanted to add thank you to Nadine and Robert and all the administration staff for making this happen, for the budget to be where it is today. It's great that we don't have to increase the taxes, and it is also good to know that we can be with comfort knowing that there will be some money set aside to be sure that we got the Labrador Wellness Center keeping up and running. Thank you.
Councillor Crane.
No, I'd just like to say that I'm pleased with the budget, pleased that we were able to hold our rates to what they were, and also pleased that we were able to offer, as Councillor Dyson Edmonds said, some tax relief for our businesses due to the COVID, and look forward to keeping the train going.
And before I call for the meeting to adjourn again, to just say that This is probably, this is our last budget as this council. The next budget will be brought down by a different council. And over the 4 years of our term, the tax increase that we brought in was a 0.5 percentage point in the mill rate. And I think that that speaks volumes. It's been a difficult year, and while we celebrate, I guess, the budget of no taxes, perhaps this can give a bit of joy to a lot of people who won't be able to travel to spend Christmas with their children or their grandchildren, and vice versa. And you know, it's just not the budget, but we challenged you know, the Canadian Forces about planes coming into our community. We took on Nelcor to try and, you know, to make our community safe. So with the budget, we've done some good things other than just the budget, and I'm pleased that our council today brought forth this budget. With that being said, I will call for a motion to
A
adjourn.
motion that we adjourn.
A second.
It's been moved by Councillor Compton Hobbs, seconded by Councillor Dyson Edmonds. All in favor of the motion?
Aye.
Aye. The meeting is adjourned.